Hello and welcome to the 20th Vinny Talks Yanks. I'm your host, Vincent LaRose, and today the Yankees are able to salvage Game 3 against the Dodgers. Obviously, as most of us watched, just a tough series to watch. Game 1 giving us the flashbacks, and Game 2 just being atrocious besides Aaron Judge. So yeah, one of those series. But let's get it started with today in Yankees history. So today in Yankee history, actually a really big one. Lou Gehrig gets his first MLB appearance and his only pinch hitting appearance as he gets his career started, which would start his legendary streak of 2,130 games, 30 consecutive games played, which lasted until Cal Ripken Jr. broke it, of course. But I just, tomorrow is Lou Gehrig Day. I'm recording this a couple hours before June 2nd, and just a little bit, to give respect to the guy, one of the greatest Yankees of all time, and really just went out there every single day to win, and was just phenomenal. Has so many Yankees records, it's insane. But shout out to Lou Gehrig, of course, and everybody who deals with ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a terrible disease, and I'm happy the MLB and the world now spreads awareness for you guys. So, but let's get right into the game. So I'm gonna recap Game 1 and 2. Game 1 I'll give a little bit of a recap, but Game 2 is, I don't want to talk about it. But Game 1, Fried takes the mound, and he looked pretty bad, giving up six earned runs and 5 innings, giving up 8 hits, and 2 home runs to Ohtani. So he didn't really look great. He only picked up 3 strikeouts. Just was off, and going against that Dodgers lineup, you can't be off. So a tough game for Fried. I'm sure not something that's going to end his season. Definitely might hurt his Cy Young chances, but Tarek Schoolball looks like he's going to take that anyway with how phenomenal he's been. But can't be great every single game. So we got offense in the first 3 innings with once again hitting 4 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game, making the 4th time the Yankees have done that this season, breaking out their own franchise record. So we got a home run from Judge, Grisham, Goldschmidt, and Wells. The Grisham being a 2-run home run. Those are the 5 runs we score. Only 5 runs we score. We don't score another run after the 3rd inning. Goldie's home run is the last one we score in the top of the 3rd. Getting to a guy like that and then completely folding and letting him go 6th inning, get to this, finish the 6th inning afterwards is it's pretty tough. I mean, he definitely locked in. I don't know why I'm blanking on his Gonsolin. Gonsolin locked in after the Goldie home run, but it really wasn't the offense. With Fried struggling, giving up those 6 runs, and then Loizica coming in, he ends up getting that, but then De Los Santos goes up to another 2 runs, which is really just put the nail in the coffin for us there. And then Gehrig ends up coming in and finishing off the game, but that was just again. I don't even know if Fried's 6 runs were earned, because we just, again, the defense looked bad. I think we got that 1 inning at the top of the 4th. It just looked bad. Even if there weren't errors, just misplayed balls. I'm calling it the flashback game for a reason. I don't even really want to talk about it anymore. But if I stop talking about it, it means we got to go to Game 2. I guess we'll go to Game 2. No need to recap. We only scored 2 runs. I think we gave up 18. Just a horrific performance. Aaron Judge hit 2 home runs, so that's news of that game. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't even score runs off Kike Hernandez. That's how awful that game was. you're always going to have one or two games like that in every season, no matter how good of a team you are. It's just going to happen. It's unfortunate that it happened in this series with our after losing game 1 the way we did. So that was tough. Didn't really give me a lot of hope. I mean, even the title of this video before Yankees won Game 3 was the Yankees get embarrassed by the Dodgers again. I changed it because at least we got one. But anyways, let's just get into Game 3, the good game. I gotta show some guys some love. So Yarbrough takes the mound and just dominates, does his thing, going 6 innings, giving up 1 run and 4 hits, striking out 5. Making the Dodgers 1 through 4, the lineup go 0 for 11 with 3 strikeouts while producing 17 swinging misses. For the Dodgers, that's only second to Paul Skeens. Only Paul Skeens was able to get more swinging misses, which was 18 against the Dodgers this season. The Dodgers lineup is so good, and they still have, like, Max Muncy wasn't even clicking and then clicked during this series, hitting another home run today and 2 in the second game. 2 3-run home runs too, but against a lineup like this, it's quite impressive, and Yarbrough has been everything the Yankees can ask for. But I want to leave a little segment for him later. But the offense does show up today, so we end up scoring 7 runs, with Dominguez getting an RBI single in the first. Ben Rice hits a bomb, 2-run bomb in the second, staying hot after an Aaron Judge walk, giving us a 3-1 lead. And then in the third, Volpe ends up scoring on a wild pitch that would end the scoring for Yamamoto, as he was pulled in the fourth because the Yankees were able to give him close to 100 pitches in only 4 innings. And then in the fifth, LeMahieu hits an RBI single, and then Peraza singles to score to getting an RBI, scoring another run, giving the Yankees a 6-1 lead, leaving the top of the fifth. And then LeMahieu would double in the top of the ninth, picking up another run. LeMahieu's game, man, 4 for 5. Wow. We'll talk a little bit more about him in a minute. But then the bullpen comes in. Loizaga struggles, giving up 2 solo home runs, which is tough to see. The Pages home run, I mean, I feel like that wasn't, not even so much, it was a first pitch fastball pretty much down the middle. Pages got the barrel on it, so you don't really want to see that, but it's more the Muncy one that concerns me. Just once he was having a really good at bat, and Loizaga just kept missing pitches and wasn't able to execute. Like, the pitches that were balls by a lot, and the strikes were almost down the middle. He had 1 good changeup to start the count, but is what it is. Those are the last 2 runs the Yankees end up giving up. And then Williams comes in and dominates, as he's been for the most part outside of the 9th inning. He dominates, getting a 1-2-3 inning, and then Hill comes in, Hill comes in, getting a 1-2-3 inning, finishing off, showing why he should have faced Freddie Freeman in the World Series last year, but whatever. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about Yarbrough. Yarbrough has been amazing for the Yankees. Being released in the spring by the Blue Jays in a quite questionable call because he had a really good spring. Being released by the Blue Jays, the Yankees ended up picking him up, giving him that $2 million deal to basically just come out of the bullpen and be the long man. And after we released Carrasco, and Carrasco's on the team again. But anyways, we've released Carrasco, and Stroman goes down with an injury. The Yankees looked like they were going to do an opener Yarbrough situation, just like the Rays did. But they decided to go Yarbrough starts. They were building him up. He went 4 innings, 5 innings, just building up his pitch count. Now he's all good to go. And he's been amazing for the Yankees, man. He has a sub-3 ERA for the season, picking up his 3rd win of the season today. And again, just not much more you can ask from a guy who was released to start the spring. Not even in a starting rotation, was a long man out of the bullpen, maybe pitched once a week, and if that, and just comes out and just dominates against a really good offensive team as well. A team that gave us 18 runs last night, and he's able to come out, only give up 1 earned run on the mistake to Tommy Edman, who took him deep in left field. Then that was the top of the second, and after that, he had 9 in a row shut down at one point, and just shut down the 1 through 4, and he was phenomenal. And I'm really excited to continue to see him pitch. And then another thing, DJ LeMahieu. Wow, I mean, 4 for 5 game. I know 2 of his 4 hits were like jam shots to right field, but that's what LeMahieu used to do a lot. That's why they call him the machine. He can just, or at least used to call him the machine. He could hit, I mean, showing off a little bit of power too with that double to that deep Dodgers right field. It hit one hopping that 360 sign, so it would have been a home run in almost every ballpark in baseball, but Dodger Stadium and a couple others, but there's a really good signs to see from LeMahieu. He brought his average up 58 points. So he's just working his case on why that he should continue. I think they were going to start him anyways, but just maybe bring in a little bit of that out of his own head, as they've interviewed him multiple times, and he seems to have a little bit doubt of himself. Even Aaron Boone, when they asked him, I remember 2 years ago they interviewed Aaron Boone about Willie Calhoun and if he would hit, and Aaron Boone was like, "Oh, Willie can bang. He's gonna bang," and Willie did not hit because Willie sucked. And then today, asking him about DJ LeMahieu and thinking if he was gonna hit, basically was like, "We don't know. That's up to him." So I don't think there was a lot of confidence in DJ coming from even the Yankees themselves, but it's nice to see. Good game, and hopefully he continues to hit. He plays good defense, and that's really what we really need at second base. Jazz is coming back. He's going to play third, but I'll talk about it in a second. But let me get into some of the injuries and roster updates the Yankees have. The Yankees option De Los Santos down to AAA, likely because of the 18-2 game. Really just needed a long man just in case Yarbrough wasn't able to go deep. So they actually recalled Carlos Carrasco, who was released, signed a minor league deal. Now he's right back with the MLB team. So we'll see how long that lasts for. Probably going to be a guy that gets replaced by some injury, whatever it happens to be at some point. Yankees really just need a guy to, when we go down, to just eat up innings. Like that 18-2 loss, I stopped watching it after 10-1. I was getting angry, and I was don't like to spend my night doing something like that. But we just had to keep throwing guys out there, and wasted a lot of the obviously not the good part of our bullpen, but just a lot of guys that can throw. So anyways, they called Carrasco, and then Chisholm will be reinstated on Tuesday. He's coming back. He's going to play third base. He had a successful rehab assignment. He went 3 for 9, a couple walks and a stolen base. So Chisholm looks good. He feels good. It's really nice I know he was struggling a little bit while up with the Yankees, but it's just nice to get a guy like that back, and I think he'll do better than Peraza. So that's an improvement either way. So it's good. It's good to see. My assumption is the first of the releasings will likely be Pablo Reyes. So I'm assuming they reinstate Chisholm on Tuesday and probably release Pablo Reyes. But so Chisholm is on his way back, and then the other big one, Giancarlo Stanton, continues to take live at bats down in Tampa. They're not 100% sure when a rehab assignment will start. Like he's only taking like 6 or 7 live at bats, and then for like 3 days, and then I know it's live at bats, so it's a little bit different than hitting off a machine. But they're looking to start his rehab assignment soon, and we'll see how that goes. So shouldn't be too crazy, maybe in the next week or two, but they've been saying that for a while now, so we will see. And then I want to get into a little part of the show where it's really more of a question I'm going to ask you guys and myself. Now, I wanted to talk about Anthony Volpe. Not that he's been bad. His defense has been great. We know he has a good glove. The offense is getting there, but still not great. He's hitting under 240 for the season now, hitting in the 230s. Not really hitting home runs either. Not getting on base, so he can't use his speed in his great base running. Even the hit today he got was a check swing, little, blooper through like the right side because they had him shifted because he pulls everything and he's always pulled out. But I don't think it was worth not trading him and signing a guy like Corey Seager or Trey Turner or Carlos Correa. Thankfully we didn't sign him, or giving up on a guy like Carlos Correa. Those guys are. I know those guys are injured a lot more than Volpe, and Volpe's gotten a lot more games in them, but he's nowhere as near as productive as they are. Trey Turner, not that much worse as a glove. Correa is better glove-wise, and they're all offensively a lot better than him. So I don't really see why we passed them. Like, I know we had Peraza too, who was also a high prospect, but there's been too many times the Yankees have passed on guys in the past couple of years now because we have a guy coming up. Harper, we passed on. That was just because we didn't think Harper was whatever. That was so dumb. Machado, we had an influx of infielders, but it's Manny Machado. He replaces one of those guys, and you either trade him or figure something out. But just a little bit of questioning, like management. Like I want to know what the scouts truly do actually think about our prospects, like in their own heads. I know you're supposed to say you think the guy's good, but I feel like there's so many times lately that the Yankees have just let guys go because we have the prospect or held on our prospect so long that we lose all value in him. It makes no sense to me, but it is what it is at this point. Another thing I noticed in today's game, Dominguez was pulled. One prospect that has actually panned out for the Yankees so far. Dominguez was pulled today on something really stupid. So he hurt his hand sliding into second base, and on a stolen bag. I was confused because and if you were watching the game, you would have heard them talk about it too. He has a sliding mitt, but he has it on his throwing hand. Okay, but he slides in with his left hand, and he ends up, I think they said it was a right thumb contusion, smashing his thumb into the bag. Okay, if the thought process is I want to protect my throwing hand, okay, why not just wear two sliding mitts then, or swap them? It almost looked like, because his sliding mitt is a Martian. It's for the Martian, for him, for himself. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. That just made absolutely. You always slide on the outside part of the bag, so you're farther away from the tag. Doesn't make any sense to me why he would have a sliding mitt on and not one on the hand that he slides into the bag with. Hopefully he's not hurt, and hopefully they can talk to that about him. I know Volpe wears two. I know a lot of you guys probably don't know that because he's never on base, but he wears two, and it was just so weird to watch. But I'll move on from it. Let's get into a little bit of the best player in baseball now. So they had a little bit of a debate about Ohtani and Aaron Judge, and who's the better player and who would you rather have right now. I know Ohtani pitches, even though he hasn't pitched in 2 years, but I know Ohtani pitches. If Ohtani is pitching and pitching at a high level, obviously you're picking Ohtani because Ohtani is doing something of both natures. I know Judge plays good defense, but that doesn't match up to great pitching. So, but right now that Ohtani is not playing, I know Ohtani I think has one more home run than Judge. I think they're tied maybe now. Yeah, Judge is way better offensively, like by a lot. It's not even close, and I was like, they were kind of laughing about it. I think even Ortiz picked Judge. I know Ortiz has a little bit of a thing with Ohtani and him winning MVP as DH, but Ortiz picked Judge, Jeter picked Judge. A-Rod is a lone guy out picking Ohtani. A-Rod said if he's pitching, but he wasn't, and that wasn't the question, because A-Rod's dumb. Don't take steroids. But I don't see how anybody thinks that Ohtani, right now, is a better player than Aaron Judge. He's not. It's not even close. He probably won't be for the rest of the season either, only because Ohtani can't pitch till July. They've already said this. They're going to have to work him up, but he's important on the offensive, so he's not going on a rehab assignment. Every 5 days, he's literally going to go 1 to 2 innings pitch, 2 to 3, 2 to 3 again. They were talking about it on the broadcast earlier. So it's going to probably not be until sometime late August where you're going to see an actual, maybe not late August, like the beginning of August, till you see an actual legit Shohei Ohtani start. And he sucks against good teams, and so he's only going to have a month and a half of bad teams before he has to play good teams in the postseason. So, or pitch against good teams in the postseason. So, I don't know. I just don't see how you think Ohtani's a better player than Aaron Judge right now. I'll say right now again. I'll continue to say right now. Because Aaron Judge is a better player than Ohtani right now. But, I know I talked about LeMahieu already, but a little bit more. Just, I still want to give him a little clap for today. 4-for-5 game. Picking the production up and, really lifting his average up. It's really nice to see, and I really hope he can continue it, although I do not think he's going to be able to continue at this level. But it's nice to see. Yamamoto's a really good pitcher, and the Yankees really capitalized on that. They capitalized on our ace, and we capitalized on theirs. I know he's not their true ace, but as of right now, he's their ace because of all their injuries. So it was a good Game 3, and Yankees continue to play well. So next time I talk to you guys will be after the Guardians series. We have an off day tomorrow, which is Monday. This video will be released to you on Monday after it's all edited. We have the Guardians for 3 games, and then we have Red Sox Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's going to be a really fun series. We're going to see Rafi Devers again, but there's no Gehrig Cole, so Rafi Devers will suck. Probably not, because he's good, but maybe. We'll see. But, so I'll have another video out probably Friday covering the Guardians series, maybe Saturday, really just depending on scheduling-wise what's going on. But that will end today's episode. I know it was a little kind of monotone, bleak episode. With the Lou Gehrig stuff, you go to celebrate a guy, but it's still truly sad how the man's career ended. So I was a little down on that, and then just the Yankees were not great. I know the Yankees have been playing well as of late, but we just got shown that although we may be the best team in the American League, probably not, because I think the Tigers right now are better than us. But even if we were to make it back to that World Series, we are completely overmatched. The Dodgers are way better than us. So, and I kind of knew that before coming in, but actually watching it happen was, I think, just real gut punch. But we'll see. We're getting a couple guys back, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, during the trade deadline, Brian Cashman can maybe wake up a little bit. I know it's not Brian Cashman. I know it's Hal Steinbrenner, but you got to blame somebody, and I'm gonna blame him because, yeah. Anyways, that's my best get. But I'm gonna end it there. So like I said, we'll have another video out Friday. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got for today. So thank you for listening, watching, whatever it is, podcast side or the YouTube side. I do have this, all this stuff is released podcast as well, so if you can't actually watch the videos and you want to listen to a podcast, it's on every podcasting service, all the major ones, Amazon, Apple, iHeart Radio, Spotify, and I think there's one, Podbean is the one I go through, so that too, and a couple more. So it's just Vinny Talks Things, just like YouTube. But if you are interested in just listening to Jesus, I'm sorry, it's 11 o'clock at night. Listening to it as a podcast, that is always an available option. Every single video is released as a YouTube video and a podcast. But that's what I got for today. Thank you for listening. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and go Yankees.